greatest form of control is where you think you're free when you're being fundamentally manipulated and dictated to. One form of dictatorship is being in a prison cell and you can see the bars and touch it. The other one is sitting in a prison cell but you can't see the bar, you think you're free. What the human race is suffering from is mass hypnosis. We are being hypnotized by people like this. Newsreaders, politicians, teachers, lecturers. We are in a country and in a world that is being run by unbelievably sick people. The chasm between what we're told is going on and what is really going on is absolutely enormous.
You are watching The Red Pill Hardcore, and I'm your host, V. And today I have a bit of a special episode for you. It's a bit of a tribute to one of our fallen brothers, a man I can only say went by the name of Nappy Head Roots, and well, this show is a bit of a, like I said, a memorial, a tribute, and it really makes me sad that, you know, he had to die because he couldn't live his life. Now, when I say that, I'm talking about this man being a victim of COINTELPRO gang-stalking. Now, I mean, I don't have a guest today because this is just something that needs to be talked about in a way that is chronicalized and actually gotten down to the issue. Gang stalking is one of those things that are really, really hard to rationalize, and because of that, anyone who talks about it is immediately written up as crazy. In that case, you know, it's always something like, "Oh, why would somebody stalk you? You know, who are you?" And you don't have anything. You know, and that's exactly why this crime happens, because it's very easy to get away with. People ask these stupid questions. Yes, they do it because no one would suspect such a thing could be going on. Gang stalking, COINTELPRO, counterintelligence program, started with the FBI, I believe, and basically, it was just there for infiltration to get into political parties that was around our country back in the 60s, 70s. These COINTELPRO agents, FBI, and whoever they deputized, actually assassinated a lot of black leaders, including Martin Luther King, just as a foreshadowing of the kind of people that we're dealing with here. This is, you know, it's very hard to define unless you know not only the history, but how it works and what's the motive. Because, yeah, you know, you're a nobody or I'm a nobody and nobody should be concerned about what I'm doing. Who will pay attention to you? Exactly. You're probably not making any ripples. You're not doing anything that anyone likes, wants to see. So guess what? You're an undesirable. You must be gotten rid of by the system. And the system has this way of culling the undesirables from our society. And there's something that not only goes with the gang stalking, but sabotage in certain areas of a person's life that can drive them over the edge. So just for you to get a little bit of a taste of the mentality behind this crime, this sociopathic behavior, mob behavior, I found a recruitment video, and I really want you guys to look at it.
The vision for America is one word: network. Network. Sometimes it seems that America is walking in some kind of mental fog. Some think that walking in fog is walking by faith. Walking by faith in leadership with accurate vision and accurate thinking is a whole new level of faith. Let's look at the real world for a second. There are 3,007 counties in America. Every county is under major attack, spiritually, financially, families under attack, schools under attack, churches under attack, healthcare under attack. You name it, it's happening. Right? Now, we're not just making this up, are we? No, it's a fact, and it's time to take care of business here. It is under attack, and therefore it is a problem, and every problem carries a solution. And it's definitely our business. Business is your highest spiritual understanding demonstrated. Now, here's a solution that's always worked. To have people in one county who sit together, brainstorm together, are totally committed to an outcome, and that committed outcome is, for me and my household, we will serve the Lord. We will have freedom, and we will have liberty in Christ. We're not going to let Washington, D.C., nor some bureaucrat tell us what to do. We are going to live by a simple contract with government, and that contract is stay out of our business. Our network has had that contract with government, with the county, with the city, with the state, with the federal government for over 50 years. That's the contract at your leadership table. The right people understand the value and recognize the power of that table, enforcing that contract, so the families represented at that table know they have a life that's not going to be run over like a freight train by government or by people pretending to be government, people who have infiltrated our government, trying to take it over from the inside. People at that leadership table will be trained and will have control of their own finances. Number one, it's a no-problem zone at that table. Number two, with financial control. That's the picture, that's the vision. That table represents a no-problem zone that the network is here to enforce, and that is what they're the best at, the very best in the world. That's why we're number one. Not everyone will fit. Not everybody in that category of thinking and acting and believing, but we believe that we have enough people in or around each and every county that we can put non-debt financing in place to support and operate the right network interest in that county completely debt-free, specifically for agriculture, but for some businesses too. And if they don't, folks, we've lost it. Our grandchildren have no chance if we don't do this and do it the right way right now. It's not a fear mode. We don't fear it. We just recognize it, that this is the path. This is like a railroad track set in concrete, unmovable, unshakable. This is not like a big open parking lot where you can turn Circle 8s in the snow. This is a laid down, straight and true path, and they lead right over to the horizon where we all have to go. We have to put in remote control. Two words that we consider absolutely essential: remote control. And we have to absolutely have remote control in place where you can totally remote control your own personal and business and professional finances, debt-free, where you, by training and technology, have the control. You, not some big building downtown. Control where you can access and control everything you need to live on, to do what you need to do, to help people with, to do your networking, everything, by your own remote control under sacred contracts, getting back to what made America great and powerful. We have technology for that remote control, which is way beyond anything you've ever seen in the financial world. If you saw the technology and professionals we have in place to protect and enforce the no-problem zone, folks, it even blows my mind. And I'm a pretty big thinker. People who are going to do anything worthwhile in this real world will absolutely have to be in the driver's seat of everything around them. They've got to have environmental control and be in charge of change in their environments so those environments support them, work for them, and not against them. What we want you to do is to know that you have authority. When you talk to people, we want you to speak from authority. But don't think that you have to clear the fog for them. Don't let them control what you say. First, you see what they're made of, how their brain works, how committed they are to doing what's right for this country and for their family. See how committed they are to understanding credibility, which is the line between right and wrong, the line between what works and what doesn't work. That's credibility, that line. See how committed they are to things that are valuable, to their belief about this country, to their belief about what's inside them, to walking with the truth, and to taking care of business the right way. We truly believe that with the way we're doing this, 100% of the right people are coming on board with us, and so far it has proven out. It's how you connect with their heart, and you'll know when it's time to tell them, to light the light in the darkness for them, to clear the fog for them. One word: network. There always will be and only will be one number one network, always. Some praise the Lord for it. Some will badmouth and curse and slander it. The world, I'm talking the real world here, has always been that way. We have been number one for over 50 years because we have what it takes to be number one. Now, are we good enough and fast enough, strong enough and smart enough, and have enough faith, conviction, loyalty, discipline, honor, and integrity to hang on to that, to stay number one for the next 50 years, the next 7 generations? We're looking for a few good men and women. Do you know people like that? We don't accept applications, only commitments. Do you have what it takes? Well, let's talk about who we're looking for. We are looking for people in trouble. Now, people in trouble means people who already know which direction they're going with their own life, know what they want out of life, and know that because the big bad world is sending trouble their way. That's just the way the world works, so we made it work for us and not against us. People in trouble know they can't make it alone, and they want to be on the winning team no matter what the world throws at them. People in trouble know they're going the right direction, and they're looking for that something which they know will be loyal to them, and they can be loyal to it. People in trouble are bright lights in a world of darkness, and the darkness hates the light. So we have to put up with the nonsense which the darkness tries to throw on us. We're not looking for people who are addicted to the illusion of their own little safe haven, the mirage that their little bubble that bursts when trouble arrives, and then suddenly they're thirsty, but when they reach for the water, all they get's a handful of sand. This is not about the illusion. Folks, it takes trouble coming to make people think straight. We're looking for people who think straight. We're looking for people whose minds are made up that it's time to take care of business. We're looking for people who can read between the lines and see the whole picture. We're looking for people who can stand up together in the face of challenges, even if their knees are knocking, people who know the game is to step out into the real world and see the need for decisions that make sense in the world of nonsense, the need for remote control of your own finances and environments, the need for solutions to the devastation on our families and right living, the need for truth to conquer lies spewing out from the internet and media and government, the need for answers to big-mouth, small-minded, out-of-control freaks, the need for putting government in its place and taking care of business. We're looking for people who will rise up without objection before their life mission, grab a hold of the network way of taking care of business, and take off with it like a rocket. Now, today, the future and the vision of America is one word: network.
Now, these private sectors, these Infragard, these, these are gangs. Whether you're federally backed or not, it doesn't give any more credibility to any of these individuals than as far as having activity that is justified. It's not. There is such thing as privacy, even though the government has destroyed that completely with the drones, satellites that can see through your walls and pick up your biotelemetry stuff. That's for another episode. But that's destroying. You know, you've got these hackers. I mean, to have all that going on, and then to have people doing street theater, something called street theater. People like to be around and make sure that they're within your peripherals, within your range of sight, doing something that is going to resonate with you and provoke some emotional response. And it's, I mean, a lot of times these scenarios are really just coincidence, but when you become desensitized, to certain stimuli, and then you see it happening everywhere, this is what brings out the paranoia. This is how the psychosis actually comes into play. This makes a person frantic. It makes a person seem very unreasonable, seem over the edge and crazy. You know, this is something I've been really wanting to talk about on my show, but Nappy Head really did a great job. I mean, he did what I did. I got gang stalked for 2 weeks, and that I cut that out. I started approaching my gang stalkers. I'm a very confrontational person like that. And that's the kind of person, you know, you should step incorrect to. Anyhow, and you know, that stuff stopped. But I did not get any information out of my gang stalkers. Nappy Head approached all of his gang stalkers, and I have to applaud this man for what he's done. And so I'm just gonna play clips from his YouTube channel and give a little commentary.
Question time. Now he's pretending to be on the phone. Well, we know he's not on the phone though. Watch this.
Okay. Good. What time? Yes, later I go. Yes, and what time I pick you up for the movie? Oh, it's 7 o'clock. Start 7 o'clock.
You see this bull conversation?
Yeah.
This conversation is not real.
If you want contact, what time I pick you up? Give you a try for movie. What? Repeat, please.
This is the devil sign perp, you guys. This is part 4 of Analyze the Perp.
You want, what time? Tell me what time I come to your place to pick you up and go for something to eat, and then move.
You see how many times he asked this person that same question? His mental capacity can't even think of anything else to say.
Okay. I call you about 5 afternoon.
Come on, man. We know you bullshit, man. Come on.
Okay, I
you ain't even talking to nobody. Oh, what is that? An iPhone too, right? iPhone?
Okay.
Oh yeah, that's an iPhone, all right.
Okay, have a good day.
You know,
I kiss you.
That supply of ones in the houses with the best. So pervert looking mother too, man. This is a gang stalker. A perp. A handler. This is a handler out here playing the role.
Yes.
So you guys remember this face, man, because I'm going to be taking more footage. He lives in...
Okay.
Some beautiful ass apartments, man.
I call you about 5 o'clock. Bye. Have a good day.
Hey, man, why you out here harassing me, man? Why you harassing me, man?
Harassing?
Yeah, why are you harassing me? You're a gang stalker. You're a handler. Why are you handling? Why are you out here harassing me, man?
Oh, hey?
Yeah,
coffee.
You always play the role too, bro. You're good, dude.
Coffee, no job.
Coffee, no job, but nice house.
No job.
Nice house.
No money, yes.
Nice house, though.
Yeah, coffee.
Bullshit.
Candy. Yes.
No. You're out here controlling people. You're a master of deception. Freemason probably, huh?
You are wrong. You are wrong.
You're not a Freemason?
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 Freemasons?
Yeah.
What is
Because I know you got nice house around here. Nice apartments.
Oh,
I always see you.
My sister, Alma.
Oh, because I always see you come out those nice apartments. Those are really very nice apartments. But you only come here 2 times a week and you get food when you come out them apartments.
No, I go lunch in Palo Alto sometimes and sometimes it's 5. I have car.
Oh, how much should I pay you to harass me?
I have this car, 5 sometimes good there.
Yeah, a library card.
Free food. No, free food.
Oh, free food?
Palo Alto and in 5.
Okay.
Over there. And 4:30 I go to Alabra. There is one on the right. 4:30 eat.
You're good, man. You're good. You sit here all day. I watch you and see all the people.
Yeah.
You control them. I watch you. You touch your face. You touch your nose. You touch your pocket. You do all types of things. You cough. You spit. I see you control the people.
No, only Sunday I come here.
Oh, Saturday and Sunday. And you always stand right here? You always stand right here? And you always do signals. And everybody everybody watches you. And when you do a signal, they do something. When you do one signal, he'll do something.
I only look for the...
You go like this, he'll do something.
Oh.
It's part of your organization. It's gang stalking. You guys are domestic terrorists. You're out here killing people. People are committing suicide or what you guys are doing. You know, you're doing the devil's work in God's name, basically.
No,
and you flash your little 666 signs.
That man.
Yeah, well, hey, we know you don't know. We know you don't know anything.
Yeah.
But we do know you are a part of the system that's trying to kill us.
I come here only Sunday.
You can bullshit yourself, but you can't bullshit me, buddy.
I come here only Sunday.
Oh yeah, Sunday and Saturday you come out here and you harass.
Until I drink
you
coffee,
harass me. You harass me. You touch on your private. You can give people signals. You do all types of weird. You even throw up devil signs at me.
What signal? What?
Oh, you know, don't now you don't know, huh?
No, you are wrong.
I'm wrong. I'm mistaken.
Only I came here, wait for the man. Mexican man come here, coffee, and then I go.
No.
Yes.
No.
Sunday, yes.
You're here all fucking day, Saturday and Sunday, giving signals.
No, Saturday.
Every time I'm here, I see you standing in the same spot right here. You stand right here and you give your signals. You give everybody your signals. And everybody does what you tell them. You know why? Because you're the puppet master.
Public?
You're the puppet master. You're a puppet master.
Public master?
Yeah, see, you get...
Now, something that Nappy just did in this clip, like I said, he approached his gang stalker. Most people who are being gang stalked have a fear, I guess naturally, of someone who's stalking them because it's unnatural and creepy. I mean, nobody likes a creeper, right? I want to point out again also this technique, the sensitizing towards certain stimuli. He brought up the coughing, the spitting, and so forth. Now, these COINTEL operations, these social engineering experiments, will have certain people like this out and about, and he will have certain intel on people, he or she. Not always. The gang stalker usually doesn't have any information, but know to do certain things because that's what they're told. Now, this person is there to perpetuate any sort of fear or suspicion, and it's self-perpetuating because this person who's doing these things can also be reported on. You know, people will call police on this individual, for example, and it raises the fear level, the need for more police, the need for more surveillance state, and it stacks and it stacks. Now, the thing about what you just saw in this clip, again, this guy was a terrible actor. Yeah, this fake conversation on the phone, and it was really bad. I mean, just called out. And I definitely applaud Nappy for doing that.
Called in your backup, huh? You're back, huh?
You were not here.
Same position.
3 weeks you are not here.
Huh?
Last week you were
You were looking for me, huh?
Yeah, your car not. I didn't look your car, your dog.
Yeah.
How many dogs you have?
I got 2.
2?
Yeah. Hey,
Oh,
let me ask you.
more than 2.
Let me ask you a question. Honestly, why are you trying to kill me, man? For real, man. Come on. Why? Well, you're trying to make me kill myself. What's wrong, man? What did I do to make you want to kill me, man? Come on, man.
I don't kill anybody.
No, you want me to kill myself. Why do you want me to kill myself?
I cannot kill ant.
No,
Man.
you might not can kill me, but you want me to kill myself. That's why you give all these people around here signals. Like her, she's your number one. She was working hard for you this morning. She was working real hard. Give her an extra gift card. Cause she was getting loogies and coughing hella loud. You know, this is I believe to be a handler. There she goes, wiping the face and doing the other. Yeah, I believe her to be a handler too. But she was working like a mother, so she's not full-time handler. She's not full-time. She's not full-time handler, but...
Oh, 4? 4 or 2?
2.
That's 3.
Oh, you're playing number games now, huh? You're playing with the numbers.
2, 3. Oh, you say lie. Or you tell lie.
Oh, no, it's no
That's
3.
Oh,
No,
3 dogs.
that's 2 dogs, man. You're getting off the subject. Don't get off the subject. Why are you killing people, man?
Because you have too much money.
Hey! Hey, don't do that by the vent. Hey, dude, hey!
Now, Nappy just went to the same location a week later. You know, what are the odds the same person would be standing in the same spot with seemingly no business whatsoever to take care of, just loitering? Now, I want to point out something that the gang stalker said at the end of that video clip. You have too much money. Now, you did notice before in that clip, the gang stalker asked Nappy if, you know, or how many cars do you have? Where are your cars? How many cars do you have? You know, then he goes to say, you have too much money at the end of the clip. Now, this goes in line with that ordeal that I was saying about the undesirables. And this is all about, of course, depopulation and the redistribution of resources. Now, you can't tell from the video clip, Nappy Head Roots is an African American, and with the dysgenics going on in America, you know, this is, well, since we've been freed as a people, certain situations, certain socially engineered situations have been played out, you know, psychological operations to keep us down, keep us impoverished, and so forth. So this man having some money, some vehicles, a home of his own, no. White America doesn't like that. Yeah, well, ladies and gentlemen, this is really sick stuff. Sick. We gotta go to commercial break, but after the commercial break, we're gonna see videos of Nappy actually approaching gang stalkers and getting confessions. This is what we really want to see. Stay tuned. I am V from the Red Pill Hardcore radio show and TV show. I'm here to tell you guys about my militia, the Red Pill Militia of Minnesota. The militia is there to protect the people of the United States from any enemy that may threaten our way of life, regardless of religion or political stance. We will unite the people as one to fight tyranny of any form from anywhere, including our own government. We will see the people free again. I hope you would like to join my militia. Please visit our Facebook page, The People's Red Pill Militia. Like, comment, let us know in general what you think. And if you want to be a volunteer, all you have to do is coordinate with our members. We're all honorary brothers of the militia because we all protect our freedoms, our constitutional rights, and the most important things that we have as American citizens. So please help me in protecting those rights and join my militia.
Think there isn't much difference between emergency food companies? Sadly, some companies skimp on serving sizes, and you don't always get the filling meals you'd expect. We bought competing products from recognized brands, so you can see for yourself how their serving sizes stack up to Legacy Premium on similar dishes. Don't be fooled by the serving size scam. Legacy not only gives you more food and bigger servings for your money, but Legacy is also non-GMO and tastes amazing.
So as you know, I watched videos about gang stalking, and I've seen a lot of good stuff from doctors, and there's one on Infowars was a good one. Had some pediatrician or no, anesthesiologist, that's what it was, with this older gentleman, and they talked about gang stalking and how it works. And this one, Nappy Head Roots, you know, I've seen a lot of where, you know, people who seem like they've been really riled up, so the way they talk makes you think that they're crazy, because that's the effect of gang stalking. It makes you seem like you're crazy when you talk about it. But this is some of the most damning evidence I've seen. This actual footage evidence, okay? I don't actually see the police giving the hand sign in the title, but what they do say is more than just incriminating. Listen to this little clip right here, then I'll play you another video.
How are you?
I'm fine.
We've had issues with people taking electricity and stuff like that around here in the park. You know anything about that?
What do you mean? You say I'm plugged in. I don't know about stealing and nothing.
Oh, okay. Have you talked with officers lately?
No.
Okay. This is a project of ours to try to come and clean up the park, talk to people, see what kind of problems are going on. You have any issues out here?
No.
Nothing like that?
Nothing that you guys don't know about.
Okay. Like what?
The gang stalking and all that.
That's pretty common, yeah. All right. You go to the park, talk to people, see what kind of problems are going on. You have any issues out here?
No.
Nothing like that?
Nothing that you guys don't know about.
Okay. Like what?
The gang stalking and all that.
That's pretty common, yeah.
Later on in this video, they go on to say this cop acts stupid about the citizens on patrol. His partner acts like he doesn't know what citizens on patrol is, even though this guy had just said flat out, gang stalking is pretty common. Now let's go here. This is even more damning than that. Watch this. There's several parts of this video I'm going to play for you.
Say, why do you feel that way?
Well, what if you've been following him for 4 or 5 blocks and now he's kind of...
Yeah. I was to try to talk to someone, and if they were to snap and say, "They stop following me," I'm saying, why do you feel that way?
Well, what if you've been following him for 4 or 5 blocks and now work out? See, you're going to end up getting killed. Or no, the gang stalker. You're going to end up getting killed, your ass beat, and while you do that, you go to jail or you dead. And the people who have hired you on for these gift cards and whatever else you get, your little 16-hour shifts, you got to pull a 16 or better. So,
I mean,
this is the thing. They feed you peanuts. They give you a couple clothes. Or whatever. They give you some shoes. They give you some food, a place to stay. But you gotta work 16 hours out the day or better. So this is my thing. Why is it worth it to you guys to go around with people for this and put your life on the line for this, while the people who hire you somewhere up in the mountains, nice big ass house, probably mansion somewhere, eating steak and shrimp, while you guys are out here doing foot patrol work on some bullshit for some 7-Eleven burritos or some nachos. And this is me. Why do you feel like I'm talking to you? Well,
no, maybe because.
Well, I'm saying the gangster. You are color coded like them. Okay, this is what I'm saying. Are you a part of COP? You said the truth sets you free. You believe in God. You know everything. So, are you involved in any act of following people?
Yes, I am.
You are. So, are you a citizen on patrol?
Rewind.
You know everything. So, are you involved in any act of following people?
Yes, I am.
You are. So, are you a citizen on patrol?
Not paidly.
Not paid. Oh, voluntarily.
By choice.
By choice. So you're a citizen on patrol.
That's tight.
How did I know that?
I'm a freaking citizen on patrol.
See, how did I know that?
Hey, you know what? That's tight.
How did I know that, though, man?
Appearance.
Appearance.
I mean, like, the appearance looks like a gamer, right?
Yeah, but...
But I'm not, though.
You're not. You're like fucking...
and I spit...
loss prevention.
Speak well.
Or undercover. You're like... No, it's not about speaking well. They hire crackheads and crystal heads and child molesters and rapists.
Child molesters.
And whoever else they can scrape up off the concrete, because they're nobodies to them.
Like
and then if they die, then it's just good, because it's killing 2 birds with 1 stone.
Exactly.
2 birds with 1 stone. The mother mission is gonna go on whether you live or die.
Whether or not, homie.
That's all I'm saying. The mission is going to continue.
Yeah, of course.
So it's killing 2 birds with 1 stone. That's why they're throwing you out in the lion's den.
They don't give a about you.
You know, I know I'm going to...
You didn't know you were being recorded, huh?
I didn't even know, man. If I had known I was gonna be recorded, hey, that's my life.
Fool said if I knew I was gonna be recorded,
I would never have even thought that you were recording me.
Yeah, that's pretty up though, man.
Yeah, I mean, it's basically like highway patrol, except it's street. They're just on the streets and they don't have cars. That's the only difference. And they don't have to have a license. You don't, and as long as you don't have any felonies or anything like that, you can work for them.
No, there's gang stalkers with felonies, aren't there?
I don't think so. I never heard of any. I mean, there's probably some with that used to be on parole that just got their record expunged.
How long did it take for you to be in the program before they asked you if you wanted to be a part of it?
6 months.
Oh, you have to be 6 months in a program?
Yeah, because they want you to be in your right mind, I guess. They don't want you to be drinking or doing drugs on the job or anything like that.
Well, I see a lot of gang stalkers on drugs. Most of my gang stalkers are
Well, most of them don't even, their bosses don't even know they're on drugs. They keep it low key. And they don't drug test you.
So you're positively sure that it's the city of San Jose that pays you?
Yeah. It's like a new thing, so it might become the whole city of Santa Clara soon, but right now it's just San Jose.
The whole city. That's
I mean,
control like a mother.
Imagine if it was the whole county. You wouldn't even be able to go to Gilroy, let's say, without being harassed by one of them.
You know a lot of them?
Just a couple. Most of them already have their own place right now, like Section A or Housing 1000.
They give a lot of them housing, huh?
Yeah. And they give you, like, they pay you in, most of them get paid in gift cards for, like, the first month.
So you with people for gift cards. So these people with people for gift cards.
And they're not just like $10 gift cards. They're $100 gift cards from like Target, Ross, Safeway.
That's why everybody.
That way you can get clothes and eat. You know.
That's why I know.
Everybody wants to be on that. Not just because they can with people, but because they can go shopping and eat whatever they want at wherever they want. You know.
That's great. But you guys know when you do this, you're putting your life on the line.
Yeah, I see. You get a lot of death threats from that. I know that much.
I know. I see a lot of people, bro. They got their kids involved in this.
What?
Like they be walking up and down the street with people with their kids in the stroller or with their little dogs and These are like the rich people though in this area, like the neighborhood watch people. Those are probably like the handlers. Those are the people that trickle the money down to you guys, probably.
Well, those are the main ones that really give extra money to the tax holders so that those kind of people can be employed.
Damn, man.
It's basically like you're being employed by the mayor, hypothetically.
What is it for? Like just to run all the people out, or what?
No, just to keep the peace.
Keep the peace. How are you keeping peace when you're going around with people, making them think that they're crazy, man? How is that keeping the peace?
I don't know. Don't ask me. I'm not on it. I just know about it because I went to go check it out.
So mainly all the homeless people are up under that shit.
But see, they don't with them that as much as the San Jose City Police do.
No, but because the police are in the background.
Well,
they
yeah,
have to
but
be, because
think
see,
about it like this: police will with you for anything.
Yeah, but
that's why they're under investigation, and that's why the sheriffs are doing the main. That's why the sheriffs are doing the main crime sprees and everything, and they got undercovers now because before they had that, the San Jose police everybody, beating them down, especially black people.
But this gang stalker shit isn't a race thing. It's you guys are f***ing with everybody. Well, they're f***ing with everybody.
I mean, I don't know. Honestly,
you don't want to get in trouble, I understand. But I'm just saying, like, damn, man, that's f***ed up, bro. A lot of people dying out here behind that, like killing themselves. You know about that, right? Like the dude that jumped off the top of the Knight Rider building. That motel or hotel, the Knight Rider.
I thought it was a tree.
No, he jumped off it's 3 people. Somebody jumped off a tree. Somebody jumped off that high-rise building, and then somebody jumped off the parking garage.
What the fuck?
Behind this shit, man.
Damn, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I knew
Yeah,
somebody.
of course, they're not gonna let
somebody jump up a tree, but I thought that was
Thank
just plain suicide. Anyway, but yeah, man, I mean, that's one of the reasons why I don't want to be on it, man.
They don't tell you that. They just tell you all the people and trying to keep the peace.
Yeah, they don't tell you the whole story, because then they know you're not gonna work for it, because then you got the risk of being threatened.
And then once you get on, if you get on it, can you get back off?
Yeah, I mean, it's not like the mafia, but it's really hard, because you have to sign a paper that says they're not liable for any damages or anything that might happen, like those suicides that were happening. Like those people.
Oh, so you didn't know about the suicides behind it?
I didn't know about the suicides behind it, but I did know that the people that were provoking those people to do it, the ones on the patrol thing, they had signed a contract saying that basically their bosses have nothing to do with that. Basically.
So if they get in trouble for doing it, they get in trouble.
Yes, not their bosses, not the whole patrol thing. Basically, they get taken to court, not the other people. So it's like the other people have nothing to do with it, just them. So that's why. But see, their impression behind the whole thing was that they were signing the contract for like their own physical damages that might happen, like maybe like accidents, like getting hit by a car or something, or like having a heart attack. That was their impression, because the contract was never specific. It was just all under fine print. You don't read fine print.
Why are you telling me this? Yeah?
Because I'm not on it, so I got nothing. I mean, if I was on it, I wouldn't be telling you this. But
how do you know this information if you're not on it?
I went to check it out.
Oh, you went through the classes and
No, I just went to the. It was sort of like a seminar.
Where
and then I left.
Where was the seminar?
City Hall.
City Hall? What?
I told you it's coming out of our
So all the politicians are behind this.
Yes, all the politicians are behind it. That's why I didn't work for them. I'm like,
the politicians are behind these motherfuckers with me, man. That's crazy. Hey, man, I just want to let you know I appreciate everything, bro.
Yeah.
You gave me a lot of information that, you feel me, motherfuckers been trying to hide from me for a long time, bro. And shit, man, if I could pay you, man, if you need something, man, let me know, man. These gang stalkers is fucking with me. They're with other people.
The only thing that would help is a petition to stop this bullshit. If every homeless person, even every non-homeless person that was tired of this shit, sign a petition, that this whole city patrol thing wouldn't even be in existence.
Can you do me a favor?
Yeah.
Hey, you guys, this is like a hero right here. I wouldn't go too far with it, but this guy's a hero. They offered him a job, the gang stalkers, which you guys heard. It comes from City Hall, where all the politicians and inbred motherfuckers are. Yeah, man, this guy right here, he gave me a lot of information, gave us a lot of information that's targeted individuals. You want to state your name?
Anthony Coleman. You can call me Tony, or T for short.
Anthony Coleman, or Tony, or T for short. Appreciate everything. You want to tell the gang stalkers anything?
You gang stalkers, stop the bullshit and quit while you can, because your life is in danger. I guarantee it. If it's not now, it will be in a couple of weeks.
All right. Thanks a lot, bro.
Yes.
Now, yet again, a very disturbing conversation. I could not imagine having a conversation like that with anyone. If I were in a situation, that person would probably would have had an expensive hospital bill. But anyhow, I want to again point out that these situations, he asked them, you're killing people, these people don't understand that their actions have consequences. People do become extremely paranoid, become extremely ill with developing psychosis of whatever kind that are brought about. Now, there are so many psychological operations, and this is, of course, what it is. This all came from, intelligence agencies backed, Germany, Nazi Germany, Russia. It all stems from government provocateur, shadow government, corrupt elements that secretly manipulate things from behind the scene. It can be from anything as far as, a woman being stalked, made look crazy because someone wants her children. So this person can end up putting her in a bad position, make her look like an unfit mother, have her children taken away from her. CPS. People who need to show up to court and give testimony end up being driven off the road that they're on, and or being arrested or what have you. You come across an inheritance, you got to show up to, anything that is going on, something good happening for you, and you're doing the right thing, but it doesn't sit well with some other people who are in seats of power, maybe have some money, some influence. You're going to find a few of these people around you everywhere you go, and they will make sure that you notice. You will know. It's not something that's, hey, wow, that guy looks familiar. Or, maybe I haven't seen him around town lately. No, these people, you'll know. They are everywhere where you are. They seem to have intimate knowledge of where you're going to be. They'll be there before you are. And this goes along with the signal intelligence, phone tapping, email hacking, what have you. This is all backed by the system, whether private or government. So, I'm sorry to say that Nappy Head Roots didn't make it. I believe he ended up killing himself, as a lot of targeted individuals do. I really am sorry that he's gone. He was brave for doing this work. He did a very great thing for all of us by documenting his experiences and make sure this was available to us. So I had to honor his efforts and his sacrifice of his life by giving you this information, and to put a factual, objective look at the stalking that goes on. It's really ludicrous for someone to be told that they're crazy just because they say they're being stalked. Ladies and gentlemen, have you looked around? We live in a surveillance police state. With that said, I'm going to go ahead and end the show, and I hope that you guys would like to get a hold of me, get a hold of other people, spread this information around. This meddling, we have no personal lives that are private anymore. Your phone calls are being listened to, your emails, and you're being looked at through your walls via satellite, drones, whatever. I can go into a million ways of how you're being surveillanced remotely, but ladies and gentlemen, we really need to take a look at what's going on around us and do something about this. These cults, Freemasons, pseudo-Freemasons, and what have you, it's ludicrous. It's not gonna work. So, with that said, In the land of surveillance, the man with third eye is king. So educate yourselves.
Obama, I hope this gets to you.
Something always brings me back to you. Never takes too long. No matter what I say or do.
Community stalking this young lady.
I live in this neighborhood. You're being a fucking nuisance.
Well, how am I? Alright, you guys, we got some terrorists.
You hold me without touch. You keep me without chains.
Hey, you guys are terrorists, man. You know that, right? You're a terrorist. Those who don't know, that's a fucking drone. It's a drone bird. Hey! Nice backpack. Hey, by the way, you're killing people out here. You're killing people. You know why?
Greetings, citizens of the world. We are anonymous. It is no surprise that the mainstream media does not often like to mention us, and when they do, we are always made out to be an extremist, or even terrorist organization. In truth, we are just people. We are brothers and sisters, fathers and mothers. We are young and old alike. We come from every walk of life and every corner of the world. We are just people. Yet, through all of our diversity, we have found common ground. We stand united as one and divided by zero. The Red Pill Hardcore exposes the truth with the answers. Have you ever been followed home at night by a bright star? UAV drone. Have you ever felt like you are being watched? Energy spectrum surveillance. Have you ever heard a buzz in your brain and ringing in your ear? Satellite EEG brain entrainment. Have you ever felt like someone is reading your thoughts? Remote neural monitoring. Have you ever heard voices in your head that were not your own? Voice to skull. Have you ever heard these voices repeat themselves unending? Synthetic audio harassment. known someone driven mad by the voices till they killed people? CIA, NSA on shelf shooters. Then like Aaron Alexis and Myron May, you are a targeted individual, government mind control victim. War is coming. To learn more, listen to the Red Pill Hardcore. The corrupt have chosen to make an enemy of humanity, and if it is an enemy they want, then so be it. An enemy they shall have. To those who place the value of $1 above the value of a life, to those who would think they are above justice. We are everywhere, and we are watching. We are legion. We are one. Expect us.